You alright? Okay, so welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to install, or attempt to install, a water tank underneath there. I don't know if it's going to fit. It's going to be a bit hay going, so we're going to take this off. I've just unbolted it and unplugged all the lights and everything. So we're going to take it off and then figure it out. I think there's very minimal room. It'll come down to some millimeters if it's going to fit or not. So let's give it a go. All right, so this tray has 6 bolts. 2 at the back, 1 at the front. That one is actually welded the nut on. These ones have nuts. I've just popped this in just to hold it because I'm on a bit of an angle, just in case it was decided to slide. The other thing you got to take off before you remove the tray is the fuel hose. That just bolts into the brackets for the mud guard. And then around the back, we've obviously got things for the lights, which is just, luckily it's all plugs these days. So plug there, plug down there, plug here, and all it is the lights, the number plate lights, and the reverse camera, and that's it. And if you have anything else on your headboard, obviously. So I've got someone to come and help me lift it off, but before that I've popped down some wood. Hopefully we don't hit the roof. We shouldn't do. So I'm just going to lift it up a little bit, lower it onto there, and then we're going to flip it over to see how we go. Not sure how good it'll be, but we'll see. You alright?
I don't know, what are we stuck on?
Keep going.
I'm stuck on something.
No, you're not.
Oh, the back of my flat. Yeah.
And now move up here.
Yeah.
And now lift up. Is yours
Where?
right up?
Oh.
So it balances.
Balance?
Oh. Just so the weight's off us.
Is this going to flip back though?
Nah.
Like,
No.
got it.
Yep.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go get it and see if it's going to fit. Because I couldn't get it up in there, like because of all the wheel and like just the angle. So I'm hoping take it off, install it, then put it back on and it'll fit. But I also don't know if that'll work either. Okay, so this is the tank. It's by Boab. And it is, I'll have to check how many litres it is. And this is the gap we've got. But the problem is, it fits height-wise, but because of the outlets and the inlets, it doesn't fit super snug. So we're kind of going to have to figure it out as we go. Ideally, I don't have to undo anything on the tray. We'll kind of just slip it in, but that's easier said than done. So then once we've like got it where we can mount it, then it's figuring out how to mount it. So all it comes with is these holes, which I guess are ways you can mount brackets and stuff through there. They also act as stop the water from sloshing around in there too much. So I guess the other option we have is to put it on sideways. Obviously I've got more space. Oh, do I? We'll see. Let's give it a few goes. All right, so we want the filler up that way, right? And that down. So ideally you have it kind of like that. Maybe I will have to take this off, put it down, because we're just not going to get that through. Hey, a washer. Because we can't have it sitting on that because it will hit the top of the suspension and maybe the top of the fuel tank as well. So it has to be widthwise and it has to be long ways, and ideally it's not higher than that. It's so close, especially when you go this way. It's so close to going through here. Like it's millimeters off. And I think once it's through, okay, so because of that gap and because of how high the filler part is, it's only going to fit there. It can't fit widthways at all. It can't fit, and I can't slip it through there. So if we lift this up, then mount it, or do we need a cut? Ideally not. This may not work. This might not work. Alright, let's see. Because that gap there is smaller than that gap there. What we're doing now is we're just going to take off these cross members, and then we can sit the water tank on there and kind of just judge if it's actually going to work. It may not. Hopefully we don't have to cut anything. That will be annoying, but we may have to remove that bar and not put it back on. Oh, he's dropping the microphones. All right, we can sit it there now and the crossbars won't be in the way. You need a fucking table, eh? They've got a table.
Mate, if I can give you any advice, even just those Bunnings plastic tables, just while you work.
I don't do this often. All right, do you want to do it? So, pretty much go until it hits there. I think that's even too far because that other one has to sit back on, I guess.
What do you mean?
Like we can't, the further we push this up,
Yeah.
like it goes too high.
But I mean, yeah, you'd want it pretty much. Let's just put that
Come to
like,
the center.
No, but I just want to get it there
it?
and measure it.
So
Where's
the
your
problem
tape?
we might have now is the filler part of it obviously sits at the headboard, and it'd be really close to the actual part of the car once it's on. Well, that's the hole there. For
Yeah, so it's pretty much lines up with.
And then, like, because I'm gonna have to put something in here. I can put like a 90 degree, but I reckon it'll still go out like, I don't know, 30
so
mil.
13.
It's also a bit higher as well when the car kind of comes close.
The thing is, you could notch to buy yourself a bit of room. You could
Notch out that bit.
Yeah.
How much is that going to save you though?
Well, mate, you've already lost a bit of material there.
So that's standard holes. I haven't put a hole in this tray yet.
That could save you a fair bit. That could save you like
Because you can move it back.
a couple centimeters. If you just cut that down to there.
So cut it there and there. Oh no, it's actually
In
going to
the
be
middle.
centered, but yeah,
Yeah.
cut it there and there, and then. How good are you with an angle grinder?
Oh, mate, fucking give it to me.
And also, it's aluminium. I don't have an aluminium cutting disc.
Do you have a handsaw?
A wood handsaw.
Yeah, man, if you told me, I would just like a metal handsaw.
Hacksaw.
Hacksaw.
No. I have a multi-tool with a metal.
Because it's not
or
much.
a jigsaw.
The stuff is pretty soft. Let's work it out. How come you want it centered?
Oh.
The closer you have to the side...
This is why. Because of these. Because these are the only things that stick up.
And are they going to...
Because if you look there is a height between there and there. So, no wait, they shouldn't hit it, should it?
No, because yeah, it's mounting...
The mountings will be way above it, won't they?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's mounting there. Do those things come up?
I guess if that is an issue, we can that's when spacers will be handy.
You really only need like one strap, really, because that top thing is
Yeah.
smashing it in. So
Maybe two straps. One strap makes me think there'll be a pivot point.
if there's any pivot point, the pivot point will be because
Wait, where would you put the strap?
right
in the middle.
put one there, like somewhere between.
And that's all that would be holding it.
No, because once you put this in,
Yeah.
that's gonna squeeze. That's probably gonna hold it in place tight.
Okay.
Because you're gonna put rubber between
Yeah, that and the metal.
on both sides again. So I guess we'll try the angle grinder.
I mean, it cuts metal. It's going to cut this.
Yeah, I think with aluminium, the blade gets hot, then can explode.
Nah, that's never happened.
Got my pit bull safeties. Stainless steel, or you don't use normal discs, steel discs on aluminium. It's possible to cut aluminium with a steel cutting disc on an angle grinder. It's not recommended due to the risk of the disc clogging and potentially shattering, causing injury. Aluminium specific cutting discs are designed to prevent this, and other tools like hacksaws or specialized cutting blades are safer options.
I should invest in a hacksaw. All right, so we cut out this bit here with the angle grinder and an aluminium angle grinding disc. And now Mario's just filing it away.
No sharp edges.
But we are going to put rubber there as well. So we're just going to Bunnings in the mighty 100. 100 or 100?
150.
100. Which next week's episode, we're stripping it for parts. So stay tuned for that. Can we do that?
What parts would you want out of it?
This car?
Yeah.
Man, this guy, fucking reckons don't wait. So we're just going to go to Bunnings, we're just going to get some rubber and some straps to hold it down. And then we can pretty much put the bars back across the tray and then mount it again. Oh, we also got to get a something for the filler end, because we it's going to be quite tight in that space once we've mounted it. So we're just going to get something. Which Bunnings did you want to go to?
I don't know.
I'm thinking. All right, so we're back from Bunnings. We've got an elbow to go in there after a lot of mucking around trying to find a 40mm elbow. Hopefully it fits. We're not going to be able to know until we actually test it onto the car. We've bought some metal straps which we're going to run across there, and some rubber to go in between that and to go in there just to stop anything from vibrating, rubbing on our trusty tray. Then once that's all in, we're just going to tack those straps on. Once that's all in, we're going to put this back on and then lower it onto there and test it.
I reckon we fill it up before we put on the back.
Why?
It's just good practice.
Well, from a plumbing point of view, this is the only thing we're going to do now. The air hole and the 2 outlets I'm going to do at a later point. Looks good. All right, so we're up to here. We're putting the strap on. Not a very good drill, not a very good helper. Around here, quickly, we're going to put another strap there. It goes across here. We've packed rubber under there to give it some strength. All right.
That you're working with.
You're going to have to pull really hard and down. Oh no, I'll pull it down. I'll do it down, don't I?
You want to leave that like that?
Maybe take the vice grips off.
No, leave it there.
Okay. The edge of the tray is on that wood. Once it's up, yeah, getting it back flat is the harder bit. All right, balance it. Yeah, true. Ready?
Yep.
Go. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You alright?
Yep.
What's that noise?
Just that's your back med flap. Yeah, that's good. Mario's clear of the go. Yeah.
Do you?
Mario's thing's like right up against the back.
Yeah, that is touching the car. Yeah, it can't because of that. Because
Why
of
is that there? That's so silly.
That's just how it is. I could block them, right? There's 2 here. One could be the filler and one could be the thing. I think it's not important that that's the
I guess
filler.
you just want to take that off. And
I'll take that off. I'll find 40mm cap and I'll just close those 2 off. And then this back one can be our tap. And then I'll just have the filler.
Did we check what the other little hole up there, what size that other little hole
Nah,
was?
but it'll be a standard, like 20mm. 15mm. And then this one here, I'll make this my filler because it's a side one. And it'll just be small filler. Like it won't be a big one.
Yeah, when you get home at night, plug your hose in. fill it
That's
up
how we
overnight.
filled our old one up.
Over a whole night?
It doesn't, it's not it'll take like 10 minutes to fill.
I guess if you have to do that.
Because like having a big filler is nice, but it's like, it's not essential. And to be fair, having a hose end is better than a big like diesel thing because it's easier to just put the tap on it.
Yeah, because that's what I have in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't think about that before, just using this as a filler and that back one as.
Because I thought about having 2 taps, but then I guess you could just
Oh,
have.
must be nice.
But I guess you can just have 2 taps from one point anyway. It's the same, isn't it?
No, okay, so now let's just bolt it down.
Yep.
That's how you turn 2 hours work into like 6 hours.
Yeah, because
Highly.
at Bunnings we spent most of the time looking for that thing I just took off and won't use.
Are we through?
Here we.
All right, so that's a wrap. It's under there. It's somewhat solid. As you can see, we've had to change, because the filler cap's so close to the cab, we've had to actually change the setup. We won't have the filler there. We'll block that up. Luckily, it's got 2 outlets here, so we can always use one of them to fill it up, which will just be as handy because it's right here and the outlet's at the back of that one. So I'll mount something here and hopefully it holds when it's full and we're going over some bumps. There's a bit of gap in the strap, but I think it'll be fine. All right, thanks for watching. Mario's gonna sign off.
I don't like him, right?